Hello, girls and boys. Christ is risen. Truly, He is risen. Christos anisti, elithos anisti. Last Sunday, we celebrated Jesus' resurrection from the dead. But do you know what happened afterwards? Carol mentioned it last Sunday. She mentioned that Jesus met with His disciples. But we really know what happened deeply, and we want to know mainly from Jesus Himself. So I'm going to have an interview with King of Peace, King of Glory, Jesus Christ, and He will tell us everything. Good morning, Jesus.
Good morning, good morning.
We are so happy and filled with joy that you have saved us on the cross and you rose from the dead. Please help us understand what happened after your resurrection.
Well, thank you so much for having me here today. I was so happy to be back to my children again. And the first thing I had to do after my resurrection was I had to go back and see my disciples and appear to them. And so on that day in the evening, the doors were locked, and all my disciples were there except for Thomas. And they were very fearful of the Jews, so they had kept themselves hidden away. But I appeared in the midst of them, and I said, "Peace be with you." And I showed them all the marks on my hands and my side. And it was the first time I saw them after my resurrection, and it was a very, very happy time.
That's great. So you mentioned that Thomas was not in the midst of the gathering. Can you tell us why? And we will be back after a break.
The end result, that we show our faith in action, and we said when we do that, we're showing Christ's love and we're showing Christ to others.
Complimenting people, not just about their appearance, because appearance isn't everything, but also about their personality and how they deal with people.
Is it bad if I have feelings towards someone?
It's an act of kindness, and it shows how much we love Christ and how He loves us.
Thank you for watching Team Time.
Mental health and why it's so important.
Mutual communication between those two people.
We are going to speak about how to set healthy boundaries between mothers and daughters.
Mental health is almost equivalent, if not more important than physical health.
Having a problem is just so heavy and weight on us.
It's not just about friendship.
Push myself to learn more about Christianity, why we believe what we believe, why we do what we do.
If you can't talk about it, you can't get over it.
Our priests are wonderful leaders. They are very strong spiritual leaders.
Welcome, girls and boys, back to our interview with the King of Glory, King of Peace, Jesus Christ. So before the break, Jesus told us that He met with His disciples, but Thomas wasn't there. And as always, Jesus, when He appears to everybody, He says, "Peace be with you." And He's bringing peace today to all of us. So let's know what happened with Thomas since he wasn't there. Did Jesus meet him? What happened? Let's ask Him. Hi, Jesus again.
Hi.
So what happened with Thomas? Did you get back to him? What happened then?
Well, so when Thomas came back, the disciples told him what they had seen. They told him that I had come to them and appeared to them. But Thomas was very doubtful. He didn't see it, and so he didn't want to believe. And so he told my other disciples that unless I see in his hands the print of the nails, and unless I put my finger in the print of the nails, and unless I put my hand unto his side, that I would not believe. And so he was very doubtful of what they had seen.
Wow. I'm impressed that that was Thomas' reaction. I
Yes,
probably
yes.
would do the same thing. I don't know about you kids. Would you doubt or would you believe? So let's see what happened next. So were you upset with Thomas that he didn't believe? And what did you do with him?
So of course not. I mean, I created every one of my creations to have a unique personality. And Thomas was no different. And when I know that someone has a certain flaw or something about them that they need to work on, then I only deal with them to the best of their ability. And so for Thomas's sake, after 8 days, I went back to the disciples when Thomas was there. Once again, they were closed in, they were very afraid, they were all together in a locked room, and Thomas was there. And I appeared to them in their midst, and I went to Thomas and I said, reach your finger here and look at my hands, and reach your hand here and put it into my side. Do not be unbelieving, but believe. And he was very, very happy. He was extremely overjoyed. He said, my Lord and my God. And that was a wonderful time for me. It was wonderful to see that my son had now given up his doubtful ways and now had believed that I had come back to him.
Wow, that's amazing. Can I look at your,
Of course,
wow,
yes.
the nails, I see them.
Yeah, but that's what Thomas said.
So were you angry with him that he didn't believe until he saw you?
Well, of course not. Of course not. Like I said, I know that it's something inside of him that caused him to doubt. And I dealt with him very kindly and very compassionately. And I told him that, Thomas, you believe me because you have seen. But blessed are those who can believe in me without seeing me. And that's a lesson I want to share with all of the kids today, is that in order to, you can have faith in someone without seeing them. And that's what I want you all to have for me, is to believe in me without seeing, like what Thomas had to do.
Wow. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed.
Blessed are those.
So children, we have enjoyed talking to Jesus today. And remember that Jesus loves us all. He died for us. Always have faith and believe in him. And remember what Jesus said and told Thomas in John 20:29. Blessed are those who have seen and yet have believed. Remember that verse, and this is Interview with the King of Glory, King of Peace, and see you next time.